place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V. All reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. No telling he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wanna belong. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California. C-A all day. C-A D-M-V-M-I-A. All reminds me of C-A. Sean.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rag.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cowboys. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Here's Romo now on second down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Joe McCoy's one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
Let's go.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jameis now on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Winston keeps it himself. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the first down.
Winston to throw it this time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Vincent Jackson with an acrobatic catch. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Williams, the man in motion left. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll cut it to the Ezekiel Elliott. Gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And an alley to run. Look at this spin.
Balance.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Sims. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They come out here in the eye. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Morris. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They run for it with Morris. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
And another reception by Jason Witten. All reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner. Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. Now a first down throw, Romo. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Here's Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They do snap it. Now Romo. Caught left side, Williams. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. On 1st down, it's Romo. That is caught at the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Elliott, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But and Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Cutback, left sideline. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernutt.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. First down, here's the run with Martin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Brief break in the action here. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Jameis on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And they'll give it to him here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they run with Sims. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First and goal. Defense with their bench. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side, he has Witten. A good pickup there at 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Now a first down throw. Romo got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Romo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jameis now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Penalty marker is down here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to let it go again. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want... There goes Doug Martin. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Romo here on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And some space here. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
They There's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
One receiver to the left is Evans. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they're going to speed things up here. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So a 3rd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive with Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
One receiver to the left is Evans. To throw, Winston. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Evans has it left side. A gain of 8 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On second down, Martin. And he's brought down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it again with Sims. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. First down, Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Martin. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come up in an offset eye. They run the counter with Martin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, Instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Aguayo's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They come out here in the I. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here's Morris. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down after a good game. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Romo hands to Elliott. And able to push his way. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, +3.
Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Romo now to throw. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like a draw.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that in a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
A second down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with